our son involved, along with all the other troops. I've got to know what's going on. Not that it makes it any easier, but I have to keep aware of what's developing, and this is the only way we can do it. We're sort of at a loss.
You and your husband Jim have supported the president all along. Jim, is your support for the action that has now put your son in harm's way as strong as it was several days ago?
Absolutely. We knew that it was going to happen. We didn't know when. At least now we know that it has started. We are, of course, concerned, but yes, our support still remains behind President Bush.
What would you like to hear the president say in a few minutes?
I'd love for him to say that it's going to last another 2 hours and then it'll end. I don't expect that to happen. I expect him to say that we went in because the timing was right. From all the reports we've seen on TV, that the ground troops seem to be doing very well. And I'm sure they're getting all the air support they can get and everything. We're just looking for words of encouragement from the president, which I'm sure we'll get.
And one of the things that television can provide, radio can provide, is how is your son doing? Is he safe? How do you folks get over that sort of anxiety?
Well, we have to believe that he's safe. You have to believe that. We know what his job is. We know what he does. We know where he is in relationship to the front line, approximately where he is in relationship to the front line. So we have to believe that he's safe. You have to live with that.
Surely he's a radar man in an artillery unit. That means he's close to the front lines, not right on them, but right behind the infantry, lobbing those shells over into the Iraqi positions. That puts him in harm's way. You knew that a long time ago. But do you wish he wasn't in the Army?
Oh, I wish he were sitting right here beside us, but we're real proud of the fact that he is serving his country and that he is doing what is right and what the rest of the nation feels must be done. So for that, we're proud. But as a mother, I would wish him sitting right here beside me right now.
And the irony of this war, Garrick, is that Derek was supposed to be out of the Army
February 7th.
A couple of days ago. So he should have been home and getting ready to go to college.
Right.
Except that something got in the way, and it was in Iraq.
Roger, a question comes to my mind, and perhaps of many people watching this interview there in the Hartsfield's home. When did they last hear from their son, either by a telephone call or by a letter? What did he say, and how did he feel?
They hadn't heard from their son for a long time. The last letter was around early December, and you got that letter just a few days ago. Ironically, they got a call from Derek less than a week ago.
Last Monday morning.
And he was, for the first time in a month, close to a phone, and Shirley close to a shower, right?
That's right. First shower in 30 days.
And the other thing, it's been so long, it was in the middle of the night when Derek called, and Shirley answered the phone, and he said, "This is Derek," and Shirley said, "Derek who?" So that's a joke that you'll be able to reminisce about when Derek comes home.
We can't wait for that day.
Garrick?
All right, thank you, Roger, and thank you also to Hartsfield. I don't think any member of a family here who has a loved one over there would want to come home one day and find a telephone message from their loved one on their answering machine, that they had missed it. We are continuing, of course, to follow events on this Saturday evening, both in the Gulf War and here in the United States. We're waiting for President Bush to address the nation. He arrived back at the White House about half an hour ago. That speech, those comments should be coming up in just a few minutes. Back now to Tom Brokaw. Tom.